Abundance Organization Television, GAO TV. And I welcome you back to Abundance Show. Today, we have a guest who is a true force in the world of e commerce with a PhD in business leadership. She's just not an academic but hands-on training expert who's built managed a seven-figure revenue portfolio for brands. She's the founder and CEO of Innovex Enterprises, where she provides end-to-end solutions for launching private labels brands on Amazon and Shopify. She's also a former IT product manager with a deep understanding of what it takes to drive in innovation and success. Please join me in welcoming incredible Iqra Waqas. How are you, doctor?
I'm good. How are you? Zafar Saab, thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for inviting.
I'm obliged to have you on my show. I thank you so much for gracing my show. I like to have a little your life journey.
Uh, just a usual Pakistani household, you can say, normal middle class family. I started I was basically based in Islamabad, so all my schooling is from Islamabad. Simple government schools. You can say all my education is from government schools. My university was also a government university from which I did my BBA. My BBA was in marketing specialization. My MS was in management sciences, and then I enrolled in PhD to do my business administration specialization. So my PhD was also in businesses, and my thesis was about emotional intelligence and leadership. So a little introduction.
Thank you so much for the quick and crisp your history. Okay, your background bridges the gap between IT product management and e-commerce consultant. How has your experience managing large-scale IT projects like the SMS aggregation project in Pakistan informed your approach to building and scaling e-commerce brands today?
Okay, so I believe whatever and whichever you have been through or you have done in your life, they all actually incorporate together, work together to make you what you are today. So my whole experience, my whole corporate, you can say my journey, it was like 7 to 8 years. I started working as product development manager in telecom sector from the very beginning. So my start was very specific. I was working on softwares. I was working on website development. So how websites work, what's the logic behind them, how we make softwares, how softwares behave in a manner which you want them to behave. I was throughout on that side. So the transition to e-commerce, my experience in the corporate side really helped me to understand how e-commerce work, because people always think that e-commerce is always about selling your product. It's always about just taking one or two item, put them on your website or Amazon or eBay or any other marketplaces and start selling. Actually it's not that easy. It seems easy, because when you are putting something online, there's so much SEO associated with engine optimization. So people think that search engine optimization or understanding of software or website is only related to the Google thing or maybe the job search thing, but actually your understanding of system help you in every dimension, in every direction of your business. Nowadays, if you're talking about e-commerce, if you don't know how what is the psychological impact on systems, then you are unable to do any job, any business set aside. So I believe my experience, my past jobs, they actually helped me to transition to e-commerce. And I'm glad, actually I'm really glad that I did that, because being a business person, it's not like always you are just focusing on one dimension. It's you're wearing a lot of hats. One time you're a finance person, other time you're a marketing guy, the other time you are dealing with human resource, the other time you are doing procurements or the freight or logistics. So being a business person, you have to have knowledge about almost everything. I'm not saying that you have to be the top notch, or you have to have the caliber or the talent or the skill of the expert level for that specific job, but you should know how to do that specifically. At least primarily you should know what is the definition of that specific task, so that your team member can help you do that in a proper way. So yes, all my journey is actually interlinked together. My job, my studies, my current position, everything is just too much interlinked to each other.
Yeah, great. Dr. Ikra, you've been very vocal about UAE, specifically Dubai, being
Yeah.
an ideal location for e commerce startups. For someone looking to start a new private label brand, what are the top three practical advantages of launching from UAE that that might not find elsewhere?
Okay, so one of the biggest advantage in the UAE is the taxes. So you can register your company from anywhere around the globe. You can have a choice to register in UK. You can have a choice to register in USA as well. Although company formation is a little bit easier in those countries, expenses also very less. But when it comes to taxes, it's very costly. UK nowadays, it's very tricky for sellers. I do not suggest anyone to go to UK right now, just because of the Texas thing. So UAE is the best choice, Dubai is the best choice. You can register your company anywhere from around the globe, and you can start selling your business with almost zero taxes. So till sometime till your business somehow get sustained in its own self, and you start getting money out of your business, you don't have to pay any taxes. So threshold is very big in the UAE. So that's why I always encourage everyone to have a proper registered business in UAE and then start selling.
Thank you. Hey, Dr. Iqra Waqas, Innovex enterprises offer a complete Amazon private label life cycle. What, what's one of the most common mistake you see new entrepreneurs make during the early stage of their life cycle? And what simple advice would you give them to avoid it?
Okay, so mistakes you can't avoid. Mistakes is something which you have to do when you are doing business. Otherwise, you are not going to learn anything. So if anyone says that he or she hasn't made any mistake, it's simply a lie. I have lost a lot of money initially, at the beginning of my entrepreneurial journey, specifically in e-commerce. I had my share of failure, a fair share of failure in this journey, but that teaches me that actually taught me a lot. And still I make mistakes, because if you are learning, it means that you are doing mistakes. If you are not learning anything, you would be stranded. So learning requires you to make a mistake. Second thing is, when you are starting a PL, you have to be very patient. First of all, if you don't have that capacity to calm yourself in a panic situation, you cannot do PL. Because PL not only requires effort and money, it requires your time and your patience as well. And when it comes to e-commerce, and specifically Amazon, if we talk about Amazon, is very very competitive market. If you think that you can come one day and the next day you would be there and you are just start making money out of it, you are start getting profits, it's not going to happen on Amazon. So be very patient with the system, understand the system, how Amazon works, how e-commerce works, and then start the journey. If you think you are at very beginning of your the stage, or you can say you're at the very beginning of your e-commerce cycle, I would say, because it's a complete life cycle. You have to start from scratch, and you have to go till the end, marketing and PPC. So if you are very beginning at the on your journey, on your stage, you have to be very patient. And yes, you don't have to invest a lot of money. Invest little amount of money, try to learn the system, because you are going to lose the money. So if you lose that money, your household, your kitchen shouldn't be get disturbed by the loss. So you should understand how this system works, and then you can put more money into it. Because business is just like a household. You put money, you have no idea where the money gone. So same happened to the businesses as well. You put money inside till certain period of time, you have no idea where that money has gone. The money would revolve in the system, and you will get money out of the system after some time. So that's the biggest advice I believe I should say to PL sellers.
Wow, if there's no pain, then there's no gain. That's
Definitely.
cool. Dr. Iqra Waqas, a key part of your work is financial modeling and optimizing. When a brand is looking to scale from a six figures to a seven-figure revenue portfolio, what are non-obvious financial metric they should be focusing on beyond just revenue and profits?
Okay, so whenever we are talking about financial modeling or the money aspect, the monetary side of the business, the most important thing is the mindset of the seller. What seller actually want? He wants to increase his revenue because on Amazon model, on e-commerce model, we basically try to work on two things. Either you want to build a brand to flip it, or you want to build a brand to make a profits. If you want to build a brand to flip it eventually, you have to focus on your revenues. So when we are talking about revenues, we are talking about millions of sales. So when you are making sales, you don't have to, you have to let go the ACOS side or the ROAS side of your business. You are not going to be concerned about the return of your marketing. You are just going to do the aggressive marketing so that your revenues go, to the top level, and then you can sell your business, flip your market, flip your store. Other than that, if you want to build your brand and if you want to get profits out of it, the strategy would be entirely different. You would be focusing on the profit side. You then focusing on the quality you are providing over through your product, and you would be focusing on the ROAS of your marketing. When I'm talking about ROAS is return over estimated investments on your marketing. So for example, I have spent $1, how much I am going to get back from that $1 is my is going to be defined by my ROAS. So the higher my return on marketing is, it means that higher I'm getting on my spent on marketing. So it depends, totally depends upon the mindset of seller and their business approach, because every seller is different. There is no one fit formula for all. We always say, whenever we are starting making any new project on board, or we are actually in discussion with any seller, I always say, I need to know what do you think about your business, and after that we can come up with a solution. If I have no idea what you do you want from your business, I'm not going to propose you anything, because that would not suit you. Every person is different, so that your business is. Millions of sellers are there online. Everyone is selling in their own different way, and everyone is getting money. At least if people are actually putting their effort, actually they are working on the system, they will surely get money. But consistency is the key. So everyone is doing business in by their own ways, and everyone can take money out of the system. It's just how much consistent you are with your own process. But learning is the key. Yes, if you know that I'm doing something wrong, you have to do something else to get different results. If you do the same thing again and again, you will get the same results again and again.
Wow, that's amazing insight. So one does not only need patience, but deep insight of the story also. So that
Yeah.
that entails the planning, and then the patience followed by. Dr.
Yeah.
Iqra Waqas, your PhD is in business leadership and emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
How do these concepts play a role in the high stake, fast paced world of e-commerce? Can emotional intelligence truly be competitive advantage for an online business owner?
Um, by the study, one study, when last time I was having some discussion related to emotional intelligence, so I've been through and study, and it says that in 2025, one of the soft skill which is actually required for business owners and even employees to have is emotional intelligence. It's not about it's not about the technical skill you have, how good you are in marketing, how do you tackle data, how you are good with the numbers, how good you code the system. It's about how you manage people. If you have no idea what people think, what they would respond to the particular situation, One thing I would like to say here is, if someone or some situation or any circumstances is actually grinding you, exceptions are always there, but it usually means that you are learning something. So when you are having that emotional intelligence aspect to your business, you know how do I am going to advertise my product, because product is more product marketing is more related to the psychological aspect of selling as compared to the pricing aspect of the selling. So producers make the product, they set the pricing, there's a some fixed cost to every product, and then marketing actually enforce buyers to buy your product. So when you know how your buyers are going to behave at a as a result of this marketing campaign, that would be easier for you to get convert those numbers into your sales or your revenues. So not just in businesses, even in selling, emotional side of the business, or you can say the emotional side or the behavioral side of human resource plays very important role.
Thank you. Dr. Iqra Waqas, Amazon's algorithm and policies are constantly changing. How do you and your team stay ahead of the curve to ensure your client's brand remains successful and compliant? And
Okay.
what's a recent change you've had to adapt to that's had a significant impact?
Okay, so Amazon is ever changing. So does internet. So does e-commerce. So does people buying pattern. Everything is ever changing. If you do not learn the system, or if you are not actually accepting to change yourself, then you are going to be, you can't go anywhere over internet or in e-commerce. So we are on the constant training mode. We always learning new stuff. If I think some course is good, we'll definitely buy it. We share it between our team members, they learn from it. Other than that, on Amazon also introduced Amazon's AI version, or you can say the search engine, in which Rufus is Amazon's AI. Rufus actually introduce products, or suggest products to the buyers in the US. It has already been implemented. So we have to understand how AI work on Amazon or for e-commerce, and how we can utilize that side of the AI to introduce our products to the new buyers. For that, we have to work on new keywords, we have to work on phrasal keywords, we have to go with the new tools, you can say, which tools might help us to introduce our product to the more the more group of buyers or people who might be interested in buying our product. There are always segments on internet. We always say that we are very free on internet, but honestly we are not. We are actually groups on internet, and every group has their own likes and dislikes, and your whole feed is as per your likes and dislikes. How you interact with your feed, the feed will be customized accordingly. So same happens on Amazon. When you buy one product, how that buying behavior help you to show your product to buyer. So it all depends upon the psychological side, the marketing side, how systems are working for you and against you, and how you can leverage the technology. So it's all combined effort of everything together to get one single sale.
Wow, what an expert insight. You've managed brands with seven figures revenue portfolio. What's the single most important mindset shift an entrepreneur needs to make to successfully transition from running a small scale business to managing a full fledged, highly profitable brand?
Okay, so when I started my e-commerce, first it was not at all my intelligence at that time. Honestly, I started doing e-commerce with my job and a part-time kind of thing for me back in 2018 when I started e-commerce. That I was in Pakistan at that time, so I started learning it. Initially it was just a side hustle for me. So by fortune, or you can say by the blessing, definitely 100% it was a blessing. It was not at all my intentional thing to do. So I started learning e-commerce with the job. One thing what people usually do is they quit the job altogether and start doing e-commerce. That's the bad move if you have a family to serve, because you have to have some income for for your family, for your kids, for your kitchen. So if you have that thing sorted, then you can move all your resources to e-commerce, because just like any other business, if you are doing e-commerce, you are not going to get money out of the system in just 6 months or 7 months. Your money is going to revolve into the system, and you will get money at least after 1.5 years, and that is at least. Maximum you can go up to 2 to 3 years as well, depending upon your niche or the category in which you are selling. So why niche is important? Because every niche has a different competition level, and every niche has a different requirement from you as a seller. So that is the most important thing. Do not put all of your eggs in one basket when you're starting any business. Second is, never stop doing one thing and then start doing another thing. Always try to do something as a part time, and when it start giving you money, or you start making money out of it, then transition yourself from one side to another side. But make sure that your family or your kitchen is not going to get disturbed with this transition, because the variable expenses are another thing, but the fixed expenses of your life, like your house, your kids education, your medical, your emergency expenses, these should always be there. And the most important thing which I am actually I feel right now is, which I haven't planned earlier, whenever you are doing business or even in your employment cycle, is, if you are single, you should have 6 months of your emergency funds. If you are married with kids, you must have 1 year of your emergency funds. For example, if I just stop making any funds from today. I'm stop making any money from today. I should have funds available for at least a year to serve my family, my kids, and we can make our living possible for that 1 year, so that I can again start making money from another system or from another business. Because people, what they usually do is they just put everything into the business. So one hadith I would like to share here is, one time one of the person would, he just visited Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and he said that I'm just very poor. I don't have anything. So he said that, what do you have at your home? He just at that time said that, I just have only one glass, and I have another very petty thing at the home. So Nabi Pak says that, okay, bring that glass to me. And he went to the market with that person, sold that glass. Half of the money came from that sold glass. He said that, okay, spend it on your family, buy food. And half of the money, he said that, okay, buy some hammer or something and go to the forest and start making money out of it, and come to me after 15 days. So why it is important 15 days? It shows that even at that time, he said that, do not come to me tomorrow, come to me after 15 days, when you have put enough of your effort to get something out of that effort. And when he came after 15 days, he said that, yes, I start getting money out of my job. I have got job, and I'm now, I've give the money back to my lenders. Now I am having a good money at my home, and I am now fulfilled with the deserve. I am just good with my life. So it hadith and the whole story clearly shows that when you are putting effort at the right direction, you surely are going to get money out of it. And when you are trying to help someone, do not try to just help with the money. Try to help with the effort, and try to help with the mindset. If you're just giving someone's money would going to be vanished by 1 month or 2 months. If you are going to put someone into some direction, they will get money out of it, and that would be a lifelong skill for them.
Thank you so much. I mean, since you've been teaching also, there's great deep insight into every reply you explain it so well. Okay, Dr. Iqra Waqas, you're a great advocate for the billionaires, and you welcome them all to UAE. What's the secret?
See why UAE? So many reasons. This country is, when we are actually comparing it with our own country, you see the differences are. They are too much. Basically, they are too much. I can go on and on. My list is like 100 points list, but just for the sake of answering you here. One of the biggest point is safety. Dubai, Sharjah, Abu Dhabi, which country is in the world which has 3 cities in top 5 as the safest cities in the world? You can place your mobile, you can place your system, you can just turn on your car and just go out of the car, do shopping, and come back, and your car would be there, your belongings in the car would be there, you don't have to worry about anything. I have no admiration, I cannot thank you enough for this, even for this specific thing to this country. You just go out of the country, you just go out of your home, you don't have to lock your door, and when you come back everything would be safe. The level of safety this country provides is immense. Secondly, everything is governed and managed by government, and there is rule to everything. If you are doing something wrong, you will get fined over it. If you are doing something good, you will get rewarded over it. Rewarded not in a sense that someone come to you and give you money or price. It means that system is designed in such a way that if you are hustling, if you are doing something good to the system will give you something back as a return. You are investing in real estate, you don't have to worry about anything, because real estate is the safest real estate in the world here, in UAE. Every central bank is managed by government. Every money you send to developer in terms of real estate money, like you are buying something, you send some money to the real estate, every amount goes to the escrow banks, and then when the developer actually delivers, then that money go out of the escrow bank to the developer, so that no one can steal anyone. Buyer is also responsible, seller is also responsible. Other than that, look at the e-commerce thing. People say it's a small market. Yes, it's a small market when you compare it with US or when you compare it with UK. But have you seen the growth? Small number of people and so much potential in the market, so much buying pattern, so much enforcement from the government side to buy online, to do e-commerce. So when you are doing e-commerce, you have you can buy from Noon, you can buy from Amazon, you have websites, all the digital channels you have. Government is not imposing any ban over any digital gateways, not any international integrations. You have your whole life planned over here. The only thing is they don't give you the PR. Other than that, the life here in the UAE is best. Because we are from Pakistan, very much easier for us to move here if we want to establish our business. And then whenever you are feeling, lonely or something, you just take the flight and go back in 3 hours to your home, meet your family, and come back. It's very near, it's very accessible, and it's cheaper as compared to US and UK. Tax advantage, money advantage, ownership advantage, 100% of self-owned businesses, 100% ownership on the land here. No one, I believe, no one in Gulf has been initiated this this scheme of foreign ownership of the land. But in Dubai, in the UAE, you can own your property 100% of your own, freehold property, not 100 years or 70 years or 80 years. So these are the advantages. They are the big advantages for people like us, for people like from Pakistan especially.
Wow, I mean, this is quite convincing.
Yeah.
There can't be any point to be asked. But what I can ask is, I mean, is there any services that you can provide to the people shifting to UAE or forming their businesses? What are your services for such people?
Okay, so we are actually in business formation. So whether you are in Pakistan or you're in India or Bangladesh or maybe in US or UK or anywhere around the world, if you want to register your company in the UAE, we can make it work for you. We can register your company. We can help you in compliance and everything here. If you want to build your brand here, we can help you with that as well. We can help you launch your complete e-commerce brand. We can help you in the registration of your IP and trademarks and everything related to your compliance on Amazon or maybe over the internet. So not just company formation, your visa processing, your transition here, your concierge services, everything is in our portfolio. So, setting up your business, with managing your business and growing your business, we are actually providing services end to end.
Great. Thank you so much for the comprehensive reply. Okay, Dr. Iqra Waqas, is since you based in Dubai and you are looking after all needs of the entrepreneurs there, how about the expatriates around the globe who wants to serve or offer their services to the local entrepreneurs, or is there could be there any collaboration, cooperation, or coordination? Do you think there could be that you can offer to the world expatriates?
Yes, definitely. See, nowadays, if you're talking about freelancing or something, single services selling or single product selling is not very much appreciated. People would like to come to one agency or one company and would try to get everything from that. So collaborating, making your business here, like register your business here in the UAE, try to collaborate with the existing companies because they have their buyer base initially initiated. So you can collaborate with those companies, tell them that okay, I am going to provide this service and we can have a collaboration of this service. Whenever you are going to get the client over this particular service which I am offering, we are going to get share your company and my company, and this way you can collaborate. Or when you are talking about e-commerce, so for SAP, there is no boundary to it. When you are over the internet, boundaries are fluid. You can work from anywhere around the world. You are sitting in Pakistan or Australia or US or UK or in Europe somewhere or in North or in Russia even. You can work anywhere anytime to anyone. You just have to focus what do you want to do, because the most important aspect of doing e-commerce business is people want to do everything. You can't do everything. You have to be specialized at particular domain, and then if your client wants something else, you have to connect that person to the particular specialist of that field. You are not going to do everything by yourself. So in this way you are going to expand your circle. You are going to get more clients and nobody is going to snatch your food. That is the basic thing. You have to understand that if there is some food or there is some client for you in this market, you will definitely going to get it. No one can get that from your side.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ikra Waqas. It was so insightful and full of knowledge. And probably there's enough that we have covered for today. And lastly, I would really request you to uh, just please give us an advice as a resident of the planet Earth. And what do you expect from Global Abundance Organization for your business, for yourself, and for your team?
Okay, so my main purpose of connecting with you, thank you for approaching me, is that we really need to help each other. Whatever you have, whatever and whichever in whichever capacity you can help people, you should help. Because helping is not just limited to the one person. Helping is kind of it's a virus. It spreads. If you help someone, that person will help another one, because it creates then the feel of blessing, that okay, that person helped me, now another person is in the situation, I have to help that person. Because world is really cruel. Because and another thing is we make the world, so we have to change our way of living. We have to support each other, and especially countries from like us, the country from where we belong. We really need to encourage people. We really need to we do praise people. You have to praise people for their expertise. We have to thank them for what they are doing for us. Making excuses, my life is in hell because of that person or this person, he did to me, he did that to me, at that time he could have helped me, so I would not be here right now. Blaming is not the solution. So we have to spread the message that you have to take the responsibility of your whole life. No one is responsible for your life except you. So you have to change the whole trajectory. You have to change the dynamics of your life, and for that you have to be responsible. And when you are responsible, you are not just changing or making drastic change to your life, but actually you are making others life better, or in beautify as well. Because you are not just one person. You are actually infringement of another people, of so many people around you. So when you are beautiful, when you are fulfilling in your own self, you actually are fulfilling other people's desires as well around you. So, just give knowledge with whatever you have. You have money, start spending that money, you will get more. You have ilm, or you have some education in your domain, just spread that, teach people. If you don't have anything, just spread kindness. Only be kind and be ethical, and things will be fine. Things get fine. Don't work after money. Money is just a byproduct. When you are actually focusing on the improvement, money will come.
That's an abundant thinking, and you're a person of abundance. Honestly, it's always pleasure to talk to you. You're so blessed, and I only can say stay blessed and see you soon again. Bye bye, and I love.
Hopefully. Hopefully.